Yeah. Been a crazy couple of weeks. October's always the craziest one. But I can't do this video unless I do something. And something is this. Cap. Can't do a show, or at least a few minutes video, or anything else without throwing this on, even though a couple of my videos proves otherwise at times. But this is how I feel comfortable. So now we can start the video.
Productions presents.
My time, my shine, they think I'm out of my mind. One chance, we own. Take another look, you know that we gone. Came from the ground and we crawling up. You can feel it in your fist when you balling up. Come on. The sky turns black, it don't matter. We know the sun is coming up. We were born to
Yeah. October. Again, crazy month. This is not always the best month for me, but that's okay. Fine. We're going to get through this because this, I feel, is the best forum that I can actually bend a couple of issues, and the internet is my arena, so I feel I can do this and feel a lot more comfortable speaking on my mind rather than, other things. I'm a work in progress. Okay. First of all, before I start, a couple of announcements. Gary Norman's One Man Army, the actual full hour episodes will be starting in January. Yeah, I've been pulling it back for a while now, and I have a life. God, I do work and I try to provide and take care of myself. So it's not like I'm out doing other things. I miss you guys. Why do you think I'm doing this now? Second, we're going to get a co-host. We are actually finally going to get a co-host. Somebody I thought would be, who would be crazy enough to actually want to do the show with me. So either I change the title or I keep it mine, or I have to tack it on. Yeah, in case I'm not going to tell you who it is. You'll know in other snippets of videos, believe me. But yeah, just look out for that. All starting next year. But for right now, we're going to do what I normally do. Normally, I ramble on and nothing. But this actually is something that's important to me. So Gary Norman's few minutes. Oh, yeah. It's funny, these days, how society has really changed, and, we've become, paranoid, even at the sight of our own shadows and things of that nature. And then we get to that point where we stop really communicating as people. I mean, there are various reasons why other people don't communicate as much, and there are some that feels like that humanity or society as a whole has just failed so much that we feel that we just collapse inside, and if we keep other people out of that center that we have cocooned ourselves in, then nothing will affect us ever again. Speaking from experience, I'm one of those people, trust me. You get to that point where you feel that there's no one that's going to understand you in this world, and there are other times where you feel that you've lost all hope in humanity, and it's not really a cliche. There are actual people out there in the world that feel this way. There's a lot of stress and a lot of stuff that goes on out in the world that it's really disheartening, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. You know, like I'll go on Yahoo and it's like, oh, well, Kim Kardashian did all this and robbery. How's that affecting the world? What does that do? How does that affect me? We should deal with real life stuff. We've gotten to be a society now where very important things are not talked about as much anymore. Like, I mean, there's a lot of things, honestly. I could go on forever about, you know, what most of the issues are. I think trust really is the hard one. Because 9 times out of 10, we've all been there before. We've all been in a situation where we know that if we've been hurt once, twice, like maybe 1,000 times, trying to repeat the same process, or, you know, because we feel like we're good, most of us are good people and doing great deeds, and most of the time we get the shot. It happens. It's the way life is. My problem is, I feel sad because most people, including me, that feel that if they wrap themselves up, nothing could ever hurt them. And I'm telling you here, fans, that is so not the case. Sometimes it's a lot easier to live life and have those life lessons rather than stopping right there and cutting off yourself from that society. And that's a lesson I have learned like 1,000 times over, and I'm still learning a lesson 1,000 times over. There are people out there that really are there to help and really there to try to be there for one another, depending on who the person that you care for does for you or wants to do for you. They're out there, or you already have them or don't know it, or you're so hurt on certain things in your life that you're not aware of it. I mean, yeah, granted that it's a tough world out there. Everybody that you see nowadays, like especially stuff on the internet, most people feel that they'll hurt themselves or they'll get hurt, they'll get angry if they can't make that one person angry. It's a very crazy world out there these days. I'll go on the internet I'll go on a YouTube comment, for example, and people disrespecting other people and, you know, telling them to they make a mission to put you down, to make themselves feel better about themselves. Or there's just a lot of sad people out there that are just trying their damn hardest to try to make you feel like lesser of yourself. I'm telling you right now, fans, you look yourself in the mirror every day. You are somebody. Everybody is somebody. I mean, let's face it, there's going to be jerks and there's going to be jackasses out in the world, and there's going to be people that are looking to better themselves at your expense. It happens. Okay? I think the real issue is that we pull ourselves out of that, you know, dark place that we're in, and we try to make things better for our lives. It's hard. Trust me. Take it from me. I know. It's hard. But it's not impossible. It's not an impossible feat. I mean, granted, look at me. I'm stubborn, like maybe 99% of the time I'm stubborn. At times I'm a control freak. Not in a bad way. It gets to that point where I want to try to make everything so good in life that by not really making aware of it, I kind of make things a lot worse. It's kind of like a TV show. It's ridiculous. Sometimes you just gotta slow yourself down, and, you know, as much as it sucks, take it a day at a time. You want everything in the world to be right, and it really sucks that you just want it now. And now that's me, like, to a full T. I want everything to just be so much better, because the world these days, not so much. It sucks. You are somebody, everybody's somebody. you need to really look inside yourself and tell you what exactly it is that you want in your life and go for it. It's gonna be a long, hard road along that way, and at the same time, it's always worth it in the end. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do something that you know in your heart of hearts that you can do, or something that you want, or someone that you want. Unless they're married or doing other things, or just flat out say no, then that's just stalkerish. And you should stop that. Okay, I had to put a little bit of humor in this message. Y'all know me. You know, I have to find out that sometimes even my best intentions aren't always the great intentions. When I try to do things, and sometimes it always goes on left field. I'm not exactly at times the sharpest drawer in the shed, and I just said drawer to shed. That's the biggest example of how it was. I don't know why I thought of drawer at that time, don't judge me. But I feel that it is necessary that we all should feel that you only have one life, and you should make it all to the fullest. Forget what all the negative people say. Forget all the things that have been in the past. It's hard, but it is not impossible to achieve. Happiness is just as much as you make it or you try to claim it as it is trying to frown and think that the world is going to go Terminator style. Although, to be fair, you know, big old explosion and then machines coming to kill you. I don't think there's no way you can make that positive at all. That's kind of a lose either way. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect by any means. But we can all still strive to be good individuals and do good things. And, you know, just live life. Be free, people. Be free, and just sometimes we live in a world where it's rational and we're trying to think logic, and sometimes we forget how it is like to actually feel alive. Stress is out in the world, ladies and gentlemen, and yes, it's going to be there regardless. If there's not one thing, it'll be another. But again, not impossible to feel that you can achieve anything as long as you put your mind, your heart, and your energy to it. Hug your friends, hug your loved one, let them know how much you care about them. It might seem sappy to you, and not most people, oh no, I don't want to do that. That just shows a weakness. It is not weak to show somebody how much you care about them, regardless of what situation or what turn of events is. Everybody needs somebody in this world. I don't care what anybody says. It's pretty much, you know, there. You have to feel that experience. I'm all about the process. I experience new things, go out and do things, and go and explore, and that's been pretty much me for years. But then you just get to that point where, you know, you wonder, you might not have that long left in the world, and you know, you're only one life, unless you stick yourself in the freezer. But you know, at least I don't think that we could cryogenically freeze ourselves, as far as I know. Ugh, I don't even want to think about that. You only have one life. And yes, I'm wrapping up because I'm rambling at this point, and you know me when I start to ramble. Here's my last argument. Like, you see all these things, and you can do one or two things. Enjoy it, or not enjoy it. Or just take a deep breath, pull yourself back a little bit, and just see what may be, rather than, you know, what if the worst is going to happen. And believe me, again, I do that same thing a lot, and I'm working on it. And if you're feeling the way I do, if you get all these experiences like I do, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You're welcome. Sort of. Possibly. There you go. Yeah, I felt like I needed to do this because I was inspired by, certain recent events that I will not get into. I felt that I was so determined to want to try to make a situation a brighter situation. And yeah, it didn't really work out as well as I thought it was because I'm an idiot half the time, and you let things kind of like frail out of control. And you try so far to stay in control that you wind up winding things out of control. That's me. Again, work in progress. I try. So, with that in mind, like I said, next year, Gyarados Women Army back to full episodes, even though I'm looking at it, and it's about 15 minutes, and geez, this has been the longest 15 minutes up to date. Jeez! Yeah, Destiny! Destiny Rise of Iron. I have now finally made a clan, ladies and gentlemen. It's called the Shield Guardians. For those of you who play Destiny, you'll normally catch me on during the day unless I'm working, busy, or, pursuing my life, or normally trying to screw things up and destroy the universe! Or the latter. That's where I am. And also, I am still giving away, free Destiny stuff. Message me on, YouTube, comments down below, and, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I can't, get back to you automatically, because, again, I have a life. So, you know who I am, people. You know what I do. Gary Norman's Women Army. Few minutes. I'm sorry. And by the way, I'm sorry we couldn't do Hollow Madness this year. I was so disappointed this year. Dead Loner, he was kind of busy doing his thing this year, and I thought he probably would have took it over or stole it by now. But yeah, we talked and we didn't do it this year. Maybe I might do a Hollow Giving, like a little Thanksgiving kind of the horror thing. Turn Thanksgiving on its head. Yeah. Something like that. But anyway, this is Gary Norman's Women Army. Few minutes. I hope you all take everything that's what I said into consideration, because we all have one life and we should all share it to the fullest. And have fun to the fullest. And be excited to the fullest. Because that is what life really is. Until then, fans, catch you.
We were born to